so today is a little bit different one. It's a full day of eating. A lot of people requested this. Some people don't even believe I eat the food that I show you guys. People, can you believe it? People think I buy this food. I don't make the food. People think I buy the food and I don't eat it. So today I thought, you know what? Take you guys on a tour with me around Thailand today. I'm in Pattaya. This is where I live for half the year. I'm going to show you exactly everything I eat. Now today for me is a high day. If you don't know what that is, link is in the description, bro. Hire me and let me teach you. Right, so every single morning starts with one thing, and that's hydration, bro. If you ain't hydrating yourself, first thing in the morning, that's mistake number one. So I always use flasks like this, double insulated, because it's red hot out here. And this is what happens when you buy bottles of water. The second you pull them out of the fridge, they start sweating. And when they sweat, they get wet. And that's something that I just hate. So what I do is I carry my own bottle of water around with me in Thailand like a geek. And that's another thing of Thailand as well. The water bottles are filled right to the brim for some crazy reason. So I put in about a litre. So this is a whole litre. This flask is a litre. And that's what I put in. Bang on a litre. As you can see, it's a bit of a situation. But when you get wet in Thailand, it don't really matter because you dry up so quick. Then I use some honey. I use the best honey money can buy. And I put in around about that much. Now, if you want to know how much that is, I did ask for a clear glass, but I got a cup so I could show you guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and get a see-through cup so you can show you exactly how much that is. So just like that, magically, we've now got a glass. Let me show you exactly how much it is. And I eyeball everything. I eyeball everything. This is how much honey I just put in there. Around about that much in 1 litre. I don't know how much that is. I don't care how much that is. Maybe 2 tablespoons or something like that. That's exactly how much it is, okay? Then I get apple cider vinegar with mother. It has to have the mother inside it. Why? Don't ask it. It's just the way it is. Now, this is great for kidney stones, if you have kidney stones, or if you're trying to prevent kidney stones, like me. This is how much I put in. Oops, dropped a little bit there. About that much. And how much is that? Let me show you guys again. Around about that much in a litre. Now, I'm already out of apple cider vinegar. So that's something I didn't know. Okay, so let's put a lid on that. So that's how much apple cider vinegar you put. What you're supposed to add in here now is also some lemon. You know, freshly squeezed lemon or the Jif lemon juice that you normally get. I am actually out of that today. So what I'm going to use as a substitute is this tea. Nestle tea. I like the flavor of this. You guys can use any flavor you like. I don't like the flavor of that. In fact, you know what? It's a bit of an acquired taste, but I've got used to it now. So again, with this, I will put this in. I've kind of filled that up a little too much, so I'm going to drink a little bit out. And I use this sachet. Now you can buy these sachets from anywhere. If you're in Thailand, you can get them from any 7-Eleven. If you're in the UK, then just use lemon juice. Okay, that's that. Then what I do is pink Himalayan salt from Pakistan. So it should be called pink Pakistani salt. Anyway, this is how I'm going to use. So I just go in and I grind a couple of those in there. That's it. Now you want to know how many that is? It's about 4 or 5 grinds. Let me show you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around that much. So if you just come in, I don't know if the camera can see that. If you are into recreational activities, it's about 1 of those. Okay, so that's how much pink Himalayan salt you want to put in there every single morning. And then, so look, that's it there. Basically, that's all. Imagine double that with lemon juice. That's all you need. In fact, you can actually see, well, if the camera can see the focus on there. If I can't, I think it's overexposed. I'll show you guys when I get inside. And that is it. Put the lid on that. Give that a nice shake. And that is my morning drink. So just done a session today. Getting some work done. This is the normal cafe that I come to after training. And as you guys know by now, I do not eat at home. I do not cook my own food. I always get it cooked out. Now this is a chicken wrap. This is quite a good cafe in the sense where he grills everything. He's very mindful with butter and oils and all that other crap. I don't really care about this kind of stuff, but obviously a lot of people do. So if you are in Thailand and you want to eat healthy, there's plenty of food prep places. I recommend this place called Cajun. I don't know if we got it anywhere, but anyway, it's called Cajun. Very nice place. There's an American owner, great guy, and he does amazing food. A lot of the bodybuilders come here. A lot of the guys who are on meal prep come here. And it's very convenient because it's around the corner from the gym, so perfect. Now, one thing I do not eat, if you follow me, you guys know, this rabbit food. I don't know why it's on the plate, it is what it is. So what I have now is sweet potato fries. Remember, this is not every single day. Now, there's a method to this madness of staying lean and eating this kind of stuff. So I've got a chicken wrap there, sweet potato fries, and sauces. If you're a client of mine, you know when it comes to sauces, I always say 2 sachets amount of sauces. So I don't follow my own advice. I have a little bit more than that, and that's just the way it is with me. So I will have around about that amount, which is about 4 sachet amounts of sauces. I do not like chicken breast dry. I like a little bit of sauce. I like a bit of seasoning, plenty of seasoning. I'm not a spice guy, so I'm not big on the spices. There's like Tabasco sauce here. There's Heinz chili sauce, which I've never ever tried. I'm gonna try it actually for the first time. Let's have a go. It just smells a bit. Whoa! I didn't think it'd be that watery. Okay, let's try this. I'm not a big spice guy. But you gotta try things every so often. Let's see what this looks like. See what this tastes like. Surprisingly, it's not spicy at all. Not too bad. So this is it. This is what I have pretty much every day after the gym. I don't always get the sweet potato fries, remember? But this is what I have. So chicken wrap, again, bread, straight like that. I'm not always bothered about it. I'm very much a low carb kind of guy. And I will add, I'm not a big eater. Even though today, you will see me eat quite a lot. Because today's one of those days where it's a Sunday. And my training it doesn't matter in training whether it's back, legs, shoulders, whether it's a day off, whatever. I just go with that and how I feel. But today just happens to be back, and it is a high day with a cheat meal. So I will eat pretty much whatever I want today, all day. Now, again, there's a method to that madness and how to stay shape. Don't look at this and think, Fadi's doing this, so we should all be able to do this straight away. Yes, you can. Eventually. Well, to start with, it's not advised. I don't expect everybody to have the same genetics as me. I train each client individually. I look at the body type, I look at where they're from, I look at if they're Caucasian, if they're Asian, if they're black. All these play into it. Also their current body fat level. A lot of you guys out there, unfortunately, I hate to say this, are very deluded. You come to me and say, yeah, I want to burn body fat and I want to build muscle at the same time. And you're so far away from that. I've mentioned this in the past in many other videos, especially if you go over to the dojo, you'll see many videos over there, me explaining on how this is possible for some select individuals, not everybody. You have to be a high level or a very beginner. If you're in the middle, weird, isn't it? If you're in the middle, it's very, very hard in order to build muscle and burn fat at the same time and get strong at the same time. You can do all three together if you come off after a layoff or if you're a newbie. They're the two things that you can do. So I hate to break it to most of you guys, it's very unachievable. But if you follow the plan, if you stick to the plan, it works. Now, I'm not here to tell you about the plan. That is coaching, and it'll take me 100 hours to explain to you, which is why I have the dojo. Hopefully that'll be live by the time this video is aired. If not, it's coming soon. So this is my meal. Chicken wrap, sweet potato fries. I think there's about 200 grams of chicken in here. How many calories you're gonna ask? How many carbs you're gonna ask? And how much fats? I'm gonna list that. Am I gonna list it below? If you can't see the list below, basically, I'll tell you now how many they are. Bullshit. BS. That's how many there is. Absolute garbage. I don't care. I don't count calories. If you're a client of mine, tell everybody else in the comment section how we don't count calories. And that is because I strongly believe that calories are a measurement of energy in food. Now, certain foods have energy. I believe they do. We don't know how much energy. Your body has to work that out itself. Everybody's different. So to give you an example, you take a litre of petrol and you put it in a Honda, or you take a litre of petrol and you put it in a Ferrari, the energy measurement is going to be completely different on the body's output. That's why it's garbage to measure calories. Everyone is an individual, work out what your intake is. There's no calculator around for it. You need a good watchful eye, someone like me, to tell you exactly what to do. And when it comes to McDonald's, Burger King and all that kind of crap, the garbage food, if calories are energy and McDonald's gives you zero energy, if anything it drains your energy, then how much calories, energy is there in McDonald's? Anyway, something for you to think about. I'm going to enjoy my meal. See you at the next meal. So this is my normal setup when I come to a coffee shop, and today, right now, we are in the coffee club and I am editing for the dojo. Coming soon, coming very soon, guys. So this video is going to probably be up tomorrow. The dojo's not going to be live tomorrow, but it's coming very soon. Now, back to my full day of eating. What have I had so far? Well, you know what I've had so far. The chicken wrap was the first meal. Okay, so meal number 2 now. This is quite late. This is like 6:30 p.m. Meal number 2 is from one of my favorite places in Pattaya, called the Coffee Club. Amazing food. Now this is, if you follow me on Instagram, you know when I say daily, this is one of my dailies. So obviously I don't eat veg, so let's get rid of that. I don't eat chili, so I'm gonna push these chilies to a side. There's a lot of chili in here, but I will probably have about half of that rice, as you guys will see. And this is cashew nut chicken. Now this is something that I do have every single day. There's certain things today, because there's a high day today, that I won't have every day. But this is my daily. So I know this chicken's fried or shallow fried with batter. If you're on my diet, bro, and you know what I know, then you don't really give a shit about things like that. Later on, at start, definitely. Now, I have been a bit, not greedy, but I love cold smoothies like this, slushies. So this is a one that I had earlier. I've just gone and got another one because I love these drinks, they're amazing. They are full of sugar. How much sugar? I don't know. I don't care. This is called Dairy Queen. They do ice cream and they also do these slushies. They're absolutely amazing, but here's the issue. If you drink too quick, you get brain freeze. Yeah, almost got brain freeze there, but they're amazing. So I've already had one to spike insulin. Think, no, I'm bullshitting. I don't have insulin. You guys know I don't have insulin, right? And then, here's what I made earlier, or here's what I bought earlier. And it is some Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm still yet to find donuts better than Krispy Kreme. I've tried many donuts. And I will be polishing these off. I will show you how many I will polish off once I eat my meal first. And they never had the plain ones. I like the plain ones, I like the ring ones. These are the best ones that I find. They're amazing. I'm sure they sprinkle some sort of illegal substance on the top of it. But who cares? How many calories? Again, in this meal, there is about, don't give a shit. And in 3 donuts, there's about another, don't give a shit. So, don't care. And I'm not just doing it today. Literally, do not count calories. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. I do not count calories. None of my clients, not even my clients count calories. So much so that a client will say to me, Fadi, I just worked out that I'm on X amount of calories. I'm like, no, you're not. Don't bullshit me, bro. You know, I know you're not that many calories. I'm gonna give you food to eat, you're gonna eat the food. That's it. Now, if you look at what I'm doing here, you'll see what I'm trying to do. If you just get the camera in here, I am trying to separate the veg from the chicken. I do not like to eat vegetables. It's just something that I get very gassy eating vegetables. And if you are from South Asia, like me, then vegetables are not something we're supposed to eat. We're supposed to eat meat. We're supposed to eat fatty meats. We're supposed to eat nuts. Vegetables do not agree with us. Even though a lot of people are veggies, even though a lot of people, especially in India, they tend to be vegetarian. But let me tell you, Those guys don't look the best. Those guys are malnourished. Those guys aren't healthy. The healthiest people are the ones that eat meat. Across the board, all over the world. So regardless what your culture, what your religion makes you believe, you have to eat meat. If you're religious and you don't eat meat because of it, then God help you, bro. Your God. Ask your God to help you. My God allows me to eat meat. We don't have no issue with it. So, this is what I'm going to eat now. Chicken cashew. It is one of my favourite meals, this. And it is a staple in my diet. Something that I do have every single day. One other thing as well, I will note, you should know, I very rarely, if ever, drink water when I'm eating. Oh, it's got some kick to it today. So I won't be having this. I mean, I had this before eating, doesn't matter. I just enjoyed it. It's plenty of sugar in there. It's not every day that I have that kind of stuff, but I had it today. But I'll sip this whilst I'm eating it. But I will not drink a lot of water while eating food. When you're training, drink plenty. When you're walking around, drink plenty. Once your food's digested and your stomach has got to work and sorted everything out, then by all means, drink plenty of water. Aim for minimum 3, some people minimum 4. If you're in a hot country like this, litres of water a day. Water is very, very important. Without water, we do not survive. Our body doesn't work. So do not neglect water. Stay hydrated, but keep the water away from the meals. Helps your stomach acids out. Here I am having bodybuilding meal number, I don't know what. And if you want to know the calories for this meal, as always, I count the calories and they're listed down below where it says, I don't give a shit. That's how many calories I've got. So, again, trust me, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I do this all the time. A few times a week. Got something rendering on there for the website that's coming up soon. Can't be saying too much about that. But right now, full day of eating. Cannot walk past Krispy Kreme donuts without buying at least 3. So, and you can't walk past Dairy Queen. Actually, to be honest with you, I've been sat in the coffee club, and if you're from Pattaya, you'll know what I mean. There is a Dairy Queen right outside the coffee club. So, I just sit here. I've tanked 2 of those drinks already, which is mocha almond before it shuts. You always need ice cream. The good thing about ice cream is it has a lot of natural protein inside it. And Krispy Kreme donuts, these ones especially, are really high in this thing that everyone keeps getting scared of. Full sugar. Which, to be honest, isn't so bad for you. Now, I know you guys are thinking, what's this guy waffling on about? Alright, let me just serious for a second. Here's the thing, right? Remember where I am. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm a father. I'm an online coach. I want to be in good shape, mentally and physically. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes in life we need this kind of stuff. We need this junk, if you want to call it that. But you can only have this if you earn it. Without earning it, you can't have this kind of stuff. It's very, very simple. So, I'm not saying go out there, do your cardio, do your hard training, do everything else, just so that you earn yourself a junk meal. I'm not saying that. The point I'm trying to say is, day-to-day life's stress is getting the best of us. And yes, eating food which releases dopamine feels good. Yes, eating off plan feels good. Yes, going out, having a burger, having chips, having cake, ice cream feels nice. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I'm very hard on myself when I have this kind of stuff.
I will miss breakfast again tomorrow. I will be doing hours of cardio again tomorrow. And it's beneficial for the heart, it's good for your heart. So even if having junk promotes you to do more cardio, in the long run, it's more beneficial. Because if you were not to do the cardio, let's say you were a guy and you thought, I'm not gonna eat shit, I'm not gonna eat junk, I'm not gonna do no cardio. Well, then your heart wouldn't get a workout. Now, yeah, I'm not saying this is the best food and you shouldn't be eating this kind of crap all the time. I have this once a week, if that. Very rarely do I crave this kind of stuff. I say to my clients, if it's a Friday or a Saturday and you want to eat junk, wait till Sunday. Hold off on the cravings. Me, myself, I'm disciplined enough to know. Friday, Saturday, I don't even think about this shit. On Sunday, when I'm walking past it, if it's convenient for me to get it, I'll go and get it. If I go past the Subway later on, I'll get some cookies because I know I like that stuff. If I walk past Dairy Queen, I'm gonna get some ice cream. I know I enjoy it. And if you've never had it, you're missing out. It's delicious. So, yes, you don't need to count this kind of stuff. You don't need to weigh this food out. If you do the right work throughout the week, you're allowed to eat this kind of junk, if that's what you want to call it. The reason why I'm gonna go back and be serious here for a minute. 0 calories, Fadi. Of course there's 0 calories in here. How can you say 0 calories? How can it have 0 calories? It's not made of water. I know that. But my theory on calories is energy. Calories are an energy source. You guys agree with that? Even the calorie counting Muppets will agree with that. If you're calorie counting bum, you know it's energy. The whole idea of a calorie is energy, a measurement of energy. But if this food provides you with 0 energy, how can you count the energy in the food? Does it carry over for the day after? Where is the science, where is the test that says if you have the energy today, it's going to get stored as fat? Prove to me how they know energy stores as fat. There's no science out there to say that. You know that's true. I know it's not true. I know it's true. There's no science. Please, somebody get me the science that says if you don't have this amount of it, if you have this amount of energy, so you're overeating you overeat calories, the calories that you don't burn is going to get stored as fat. Where is the science on that? Please, I'd like to know. Why do you guys think that's true? Because every single trainer says it. Do you know why they say it? Because it sounds smarter than saying, I don't know. Now, I might sound thick to you guys. The truth is, how many calories are in this? Reality is, if we measured these 100 times over, there'd be a different reading every single time. Where is this calorie? How much of these calories going into my body and how much am I absorbing in digestion and using as fuel compared to the next guy? The correct answer every single time is I don't know. But the issue with I don't know is you don't sound smart. You don't sound clever. You don't sound intelligent. That's the reality of it. Sometimes you just do not know. It's just the way of the world. And people, especially coaches, they're afraid to say that. And the reason why they're afraid to say that is because they're afraid to navigate themselves and figure stuff out the hard way. Each body type, each person, each individual, each different client. How does stuff work? Figure it out. When it comes to calories, you guys don't know shit. Nobody does. It's a measurement system, an energy measurement system that was used to heat water when a food particle was burned inside something called a calorie meter or a calorie bomb. The water outside it, not even inside it, if it went up by 1 degree Celsius, that was measured as a calorie. But then how did they know the difference between carbohydrates, fats and proteins in the water being heated? Did the water know this is a fat, so I'm going to heat up this much? Did the water know this is a protein, so I'm going to heat up this much? No, it didn't. Start asking these questions. And the truth is, the reason why they're going to keep telling you the same stuff is because they don't know the answer. And it just sounds smarter to say, yes, we do. But unfortunately, in this case, in this instance, when it comes to calories, we just don't know. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing I do know. There's many coaches out there. There's many scientists out there. And I know more about how food works in our system because I keep saying I don't know to many stuff, especially calories. I know how this works. I know how your body reacts to different types of food. I know how your body burns fat. I know how your body stores fat. And it's got nothing to do with calories. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my donuts. This is meal number I'm going to say 4 because I had the dessert, so that was meal number 3. So this is meal number 4. Have a zoom in on that. It's a lasagna, beef lasagna. Better than any lasagna that I've had in Italy, and I've been about 10 times to Italy. I don't know why, they just can't get lasagna right. Maybe it's not a lasagna, maybe it's not an Italian dish. But look at that. Show them this, show them this. Plenty of beef in that. That's one thing I like about it. They use plenty of beef. So again, same thing. It's one of those meals where I don't need to count it. I don't have to see and try and make it healthy. I don't need to make sure all the stuff in here is the best quality. It's a cheap meal, it's enjoyment. This isn't like one of those things where it's like, oh, I've got to eat off plan, but try and keep it a little bit healthy. Don't mean dick to me. I know tomorrow, when Monday comes, diet starts Monday, always hit Monday hard. So right now, I'm gonna enjoy this meal, this beef lasagna. Taste it. Even though I've left it out there for it to cool down, no matter how long you leave lasagna, it's still warm. It's always hot. But just another thing as well I'll mention, I'm not a big cheese kind of eater. I believe the cheese does cause a little bit of gut inflammation. It does mess around with your estrogen quite a bit. It does, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, but if I eat too much of it, I get spots. So I know cheese is very keto friendly as well, but if you're on any of my diets, or at least the 7 stages of fat loss, the 7 phases of fat loss, then you'll know and you'll see that cheese isn't a great part of it. In fact, dairy isn't a great part of it. And the reason for that is I just believe it's not the best source of protein out there, even though technically it is a protein. I don't believe it's the best. So I don't rely heavily on it, but I also I'm not shy of it. I'm not scared of it. I'll have a pizza when I want a pizza. I'll have lasagna when I want lasagna. If I want a chicken parmesan or something like that, I don't mind. It's not the end of the world. So again, how many calories in this? Don't give a shit. I don't drink a lot of water with my meals, but I will occasionally have some sugary drinks, iced tea over here especially. The UK man need to get on this. I don't know why, we don't sell this everywhere, but they need to get on it. And again, I've already smashed this before my meal. This is a smoothie, the iced, not frappe, what do you call it? What would you call that? Like a slushy, like a slush. Strawberry slush from the 7-Eleven. Plenty of sugar. How much sugar? Again, don't give a shit. I don't count on days when it's a high day, and I'm definitely not going to count on a day where I would class as a cheat meal day or a cheat day. So that's my meal number 4. This is it, the last meal of the day. Not really a meal, you know what it is, guys. And I've been doing this a lot recently, only because I'm at that phase, the stage of my life where I'm actually creating something. We don't always be in a creative stage. I'm at a stage where I'm in a very, very creative stage, probably the most creative stage I've ever been in. Even when I've opened the businesses, I've not been this creative, because this is something new and there's not much blueprint around to this. Whereas when you open a gym or you open a business or you buy a house or you have a job or you do something, there's always some sort of a blueprint to follow. So the phase that I'm in now, there's not many blueprints. So I am kind of creating something from scratch, something new. There's no copy and paste template. Yeah, there's online platforms, there's YouTube, there's Facebook, there's all these things. People make reels, people make content. But I'm doing it in a very unique manner. I'm doing it in a very authentic way myself. So hopefully it comes across like that. And obviously, as you can see here, if you just pan around, you'll see this is all my workstation. I've got my lights, I've got my cameras and everything. I'm using the camera there. So I'm just gonna munch through these, which I have munched through. These are so addictive. This is actually really bad because I'll just sit here while I'm editing my laptop, and it's really bad. I'm actually gonna read out what the nutrition information is on this, so you guys will give a shit about that. It says, for 11 pieces, which is, I have 11 pieces every minute, 13 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 3 grams of protein. Total sugars are 10 grams. Do I care? No, I don't. Okay, a couple of things that I like in Thailand. The muffins, these are amazing. I don't know why. Do not follow this diet
Do not follow this diet. These little crappy things that I've just been buying, which they almost feel really light, like there's not much chocolate in there, there's not much crap in there. But when I'm editing, I sit here, I sit back, I make my videos from here. You guys can see the background, if you can see it in the camera, I don't know. But this is where I make my videos, this is where I do all my work, majority of it anyway, or I'm in the coffee shops out and about. And I will, for some reason, this is something that I'm having a lot. And these Rice Krispie cake kind of cocoa. Crispy cocoa, I don't know what it is, like Cocoa Pops. But anyway, point is, remember this guys, yeah? I'm just going through one of these creative phases at the minute. And this isn't every week. This is just once every 2 weeks. I'm just eating this kind of junk. Okay, I will admit, I've been having these almost every night. But I feel over here, I'm not eating that much food. I can get away with this kind of stuff. And the main thing for me, when I look in the mirror, I can see my abs. I can see the leanness. Once they start fading even a slight bit, I'll stop this junk. I'm very disciplined when it comes to that kind of stuff. I can do the cardio every morning. I'm going to the weights I'm doing the weights every single day. I'm going to the gym doing cardio every single morning. Well, I lie. Maybe missing a few days. But it is what it is. I have been busy. Like I said, this isn't something I advise you to do. But here is the take-home message. Listen to what I say. And if you follow and live your life like I do, and you do stay around 10% or even lower percent body fat, then you can have these kind of like, months even, weeks even, or days are very easy to do. These kind of days, you have these kind of days, you're over it within 1 or 2 days. But you can actually do this a lot more if you're one of those people. But you have to go through phases. Now, I can't go through phases of like eating like this for too long because it'll completely knacker my health. This isn't advice. This isn't a show off either. This isn't something like I'm showing, oh yeah, look at me, I'm so cool, I can eat this kind of stuff and get away with it and not be fat and stuff like that. This isn't that either. This is just me being very transparent with where I am right now. That's all it is. I could sit here and say, oh, I'm in Thailand, I'm very disciplined, I'm on it, I'm focused. Quite true. I'm building the dojo. I'm 100% on it. I'm doing my press-ups every morning, which I am. I'm doing my press-up pull-ups every morning, which I am. Doing my cardio every morning, which I am 90% of the time. And I'm eating great all the time, which I'm not. I am having a lot of junk. This doesn't mean because you eat like this occasionally that you can't look good. You can't if you know how. Do I beat myself up over it? No. I've trained myself to understand that this is something that we all need. Every now and then we need this. Now, I'm going to China in a few days. I'm booked to go to China. When I come back from China in 2 weeks, I'm going to be so switched on. I'm going to have laser-like focus, and I'm going to document that as well. I'm going to record that as well. I'm going to show you full days of eating in China. I'm going to show you my full day of eating tomorrow, which will be a complete contrast to today. So you guys have seen this day, which is a cheat day, a pig out day, and I'm going to show you what I eat tomorrow. When you see tomorrow, you're going to be like, wow, that's a massive contrast. Hardly any food, very clean, very lean, very good, plenty of fluids. And that's just the way it is. And we can live like that. And that best emulates normal life. Birthdays, weekends with the family. My daughter might want to go here and there, wherever. I'm not going to not eat. I don't compete. When you're more regimented with a schedule, like a Monday to Friday, majority of us go to work. And even if you're not a slave and you don't go to work and you are outside the system, you still try to follow the Monday to Friday structure because that's when things are open. That's when everyone else is at work. That's when you can get the most work done. It'd be stupid for me to work on the weekends if my daughter is at school Monday to Friday. Obviously, the bulk of the work I'm going to do, the times when I'm in the UK, that obviously Saturday, Sunday over here doesn't mean anything. Here in Thailand, every single day is a Sunday technically to me, or a Monday, depending on who you are. But in the UK, it makes sense for me to get as much done Monday to Friday when my daughter's at school, when everyone's at work. So I can get to work and then I can enjoy my weekends. I still work weekends because my job is editing videos, making content, pushing stuff out, talking to clients. Majority of my client calls, Sunday. It's just the way it is, just the way the schedule is. People are at work. So I've got to catch them out of work in order to get them on the call. So it's give and take in life with everything. And the same with diet. Push when you need to push, take when you need to take. Simple as. So don't look at this phase as Faddy eats shit all the time. At the minute, yes, I do. Will that change? Yes. Am I disciplined enough to change that? Yes. Can I teach you guys how to do it? Yes. That's the take-home message. I can teach you how to do it. So hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed my full day of eating. This is it. I'm going to end it right here. And please, again, as always, comment down below what kind of stuff you guys have on a cheat day. I'd like to hear it. Things are a little bit different over here. You know, I'd love to order a burger, fries. You know, I like. You know, in Sheffield we're spoiled. We have good food. We have good takeouts. Thailand, a little bit different. 7-Eleven jobs. But it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So please comment down below, like the video, and as always, please subscribe.